Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. A WWE superstar has filed a legal complaint against the Stanford-based promotion. The 34-year-old star has taken the step following a recent defeat on this week's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Not accepting her loss, Chelsea Green has now seemingly hired a legal team in the storyline to dispute the loss she deems unfair. The inaugural Women's United States champion faced Zelina Vega on the Blue-branded show this week. The Canadian superstar had good control of her opponent despite her faction not accompanying her for the match. During the bout, while commentator Wade Barrett was supporting the hot mess, Joe Tessitore wasn't on the same page as his partner. This angered Chelsea Green, who verbally confronted Tess. However, she wasted too much time outside the ring because of this, and the referee declared Zelina Vega the winner of the match via countout. Green was visibly frustrated at the referee for handing her a loss. Now, the Women's U.S. champ has posted a tweet on X saying that she has hired her legal team to dispute the match result. Green's words were a response to another tweet posted by NXT's Luca Crucifino, who had posted the image of a legal notice. The document highlights that the referee didn't follow the standard cadence for countouts and was unusually fast. Thus, the D'Angelo family member has now seemingly built a case against WWE for Chelsea Green. It remains to be seen how Triple H and his creative team deal with this legal complaint, seemingly as part of the storyline. While Chelsea Green is fuming over the match result, Zelina Vega has sent a message to the champ, challenging her for the title. The Latino World Order member noted that she is sick of the hot mess attitude over the loss, and she can take her on again in a no disqualifications match. Moreover, she also said that Green could even get her own referee for the bout. Zelina Vega has been chasing a singles title in WWE for a long time. The former Queen of the Ring had a rough time against Pure Fusion Collective last year, getting injured twice following backstage attacks. She even faced Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship, but failed to win, owing to Dominic Mysterio's interference. This year, the Latino World Order member was moved to WWE SmackDown via the company's transfer window in January. Now she has her sights on the United States Championship. Ankit Singh is a WWE features writer at Sportskeeda Wrestling. His educational background in psychology helps him gain insight into several storyline twists in pro wrestling. Ankit has been a fan of the industry since childhood. The on-screen action gives him an adrenaline rush and led him to pursue a career in content writing. He has nearly 3 years of experience in the industry, working for organizations like Essentially Sports and NB Media as a news writer, editor, and scriptwriter. Ankit started following pro wrestling in high school. At the time, Edge, Aka Cope, was making waves as part of his world heavyweight title feud with Alberto Del Rio. He grew up watching modern-day greats such as Sheamus, Randy Orton, and John Cena. The Shield was the top faction in WWE in 2012-13, and its breakup storyline made Ankit a lifelong fan of the sport. Orton and Seth Rollins are Ankit's favorite wrestlers in the men's division. He admires the Viper's character work, in-ring skills, and longevity. Meanwhile, he looks up to the Visionary because the latter is a complete wrestler, in his opinion. Ankit likes Liv Morgan's heel gimmick and promo skills in the women's division. He was also fond of AJ Lee's presentation and microphone skills in the PG era. In an unexpected turn of events, just weeks after WrestleMania 41 shook the foundations of WWE, one of the company's top stars has taken legal action against the organization. Not over a storyline, not over booking, but something deeper. Current WWE Intercontinental Champion Xavier Knight, known to fans for his charismatic energy, hybrid style, and unapologetic promos, has officially filed a legal complaint against WWE with the Connecticut State Labor Board, citing contractual misconduct, unfair labor expectations, and retaliatory workplace practices. The wrestling world is stunned. And as details continue to surface, this may be more than just another chapter in wrestling's long history of performer disputes. This might become a landmark moment. Xavier Knight, 32, is one of WWE's fastest rising stars. Bursting onto the scene in 2022 through NXT, Knight quickly captivated audiences with his blend of technical skill, striking fashion sense, and social media savvy. A breakout feud with Seth Rollins, a Royal Rumble highlight reel moment, and a crowning win at WrestleMania 40 made him one of the company's new faces. Which is why fans and insiders were baffled when he no-showed Raw last Monday, only to issue a cryptic tweet. When they tell you to stay quiet and smile, maybe it's time to speak louder. #FreakNight, #Justice and not just money. By Wednesday, his legal team had filed an official complaint alleging that Knight had been pressured to work through an injury, denied time off for personal matters, and was threatened with creative burial if he did not comply with specific storyline directions that he believed violated his contract's terms of creative autonomy. According to a leaked 18-page summary of the complaint obtained by Pro Wrestling Digest, the key issues include injury negligence. Knight claims he was medically cleared to perform while still recovering from a torn shoulder ligament suffered at Elimination Chamber. Internal medical reports allegedly warned against high-risk matches, yet he was placed in a multi-man ladder match at Fastlane. Creative coercion. Knight was reportedly pressured to lose cleanly at WrestleMania 41 to a returning veteran without prior storyline build, which he refused. Following this, he alleges he was threatened with a long-term cold spell, WWE parlance for being left off TV. Mental health violations. The complaint details several rejected requests for mental health days, despite WWE's publicly advertised support for performer wellness. Knight reportedly sought time off after the death of a close friend, but was allegedly told WrestleMania doesn't wait for grief. The document also includes internal emails, text threads, and quotes from unnamed WWE personnel corroborating his claims. WWE issued a short but pointed statement within hours of the news breaking. WWE is aware of the complaint filed by Mr. Xavier Knight. We take all performer concerns seriously and are currently conducting an internal review. We will address this matter privately and professionally, in accordance with our policies. However, fans noticed that Knight's merchandise was immediately pulled from WWE Shop, his segments were removed from YouTube thumbnails, and his profile was moved lower on the roster page. This quick pivot has ignited backlash on social media, with the hashtag #StandWithKnight trending worldwide. The locker room reaction. Divided loyalty. Reports from backstage suggest the locker room is split. Some performers, speaking anonymously, expressed support. Xavier's been the voice of reason for a lot of us. He stood up to things most people are too afraid to question. This was only a matter of time. Others were less sympathetic. We all have to eat crap sometimes. That's the business. You sign a deal, you play your role. If we all went to court over bad booking, Raw would be a courtroom drama. Interestingly, one of the first public figures to speak out was Sami Zayn, tweeting, "Respect to anyone who uses their platform to challenge power. We work hard. We deserve safety and dignity. Period." The reaction among fans has been explosive. Knight, already a fan favorite for his authenticity, now finds himself the face of a brewing labor movement within professional wrestling. Online petitions calling for performer rights in wrestling have gained over 500,000 signatures. Memes of Knight holding a #FreakNight picket sign outside Titan Towers are being shared with both humor and purpose. A Reddit thread on r/SquaredCircle reached the top of the front page with the title, "Xavier Knight is doing what Punk never could, and it's happening in real time. What's next? A legal battle, a wrestling crossroads." Legal experts say this case could force WWE into uncomfortable terrain. Professor Alyssa Menendez, a labor law specialist at Yale, notes, "If Knight's legal team can prove that WWE performers function as employees but are treated as independent contractors, it could destabilize WWE's entire contract structure. There's even talk of Knight potentially appearing on other promotions if his contract is voided, though WWE is notoriously litigious about no-compete clauses. Imagine Knight showing up in AEW holding a folder labeled Truth. That would break the internet," one fan tweeted. Knight hasn't spoken to media yet, but on Instagram Live last night, he said just 15 words before logging off. "This isn't about belts. This isn't about boos or cheers. This is about respect."